So the easiest way to describe what TAM is really it's a major focused on creative technology and design. So the world is filled with all these technologies that we use every day. We want to get students and take them from being passive users of technology into active developers and makers of that technology.
In technology, arts, and media, we approach issues from their social context, really understanding what is the problem and what are the user's needs.
So one of the major ideas that we had when we were developing this program was the idea that design is ubiquitous. Design is everywhere. The problem is not all of that design is good design.
Design is a concept that needs to permeate the entire project. So as you work on these real-world projects to design a solution for those users, you'll work through the whole process using both design and technology to create a solution for that real-world problem.
So here's an analogy. If you want to be a fine furniture designer, you need to not just draw pictures of the furniture that you have in mind, you need to understand how that furniture is made. You need to understand the materials, and you need to understand the tools and technologies that are used to shape those things. Any complex, computationally embedded artifact is the same way. You can't just imagine them and then ask somebody else to design them. You need to understand the materials and the technologies that go into making and shaping these complex wearable artifacts, these complex environmental artifacts.
We want the kind of student who loved Legos, but the first thing they did was get rid of the instructions. We want people who kind of break the box, who have the rules and they know the rules and they even know how to use the rules. But they go, I can actually build something better than this rule set gives me.
When you enter the BS program in Technology, Arts, and Media program, we expect you to complete all the math and science classes that you'll take in any engineering degree. And you'll graduate with engineering chops equivalent or better to anyone else in the engineering college. The fact that you're doing it in a creative domain simply adds to your marketability in the job market when you finish.
Recently, we're looking at some studies that show that millennials will be changing jobs or expect to change jobs around 20 times in their lifetime.
You're likely to have jobs that see your creativity as an asset. And more you'll find these jobs moving up into the executive chain, so you'll see chief executive officers, chief design officers who come from a creative background, yet who have the strong engineering background that lets them guide and direct a technology company in new and creative ways. It's a really great time to be in the field of making things that are computationally, electronically, mechanically, material enabled, because no time in the past has it been easier to harness these technologies. Once you see that the lessons you've learned in one engineering domain can apply to one after another, now you have the power.